My nigga, I'm a very sweet person. Like, if you ask me for something, nigga, why not give it to you? You feel me? That's the type of vibe I have when a nigga asks for something. But in this case, that nigga did not ask. So, which I don't have a problem with you using my shit. It's just the fact of nigga ask. And so I feel like if a nigga, okay, you didn't even get my approval to this shit. And then not only that, but you had a nerve. You have that fucking nerve to sit up here and put all type of junk in my shit. Nigga, like, if you gonna at least do this shit, like, have a fucking some respect for a nigga. Like, what the hell is you doing? And so I feel like, you know, I really, I, okay, so I'm gonna put you in this nigga's shoes, right? You, okay, so you walk up to a person that has something that you don't. You say, okay, I'm finna use that purse. And you like, and that person says, oh, hell no, no, because I want my shit. And then you're like, I'm using it. And so you're saying, and that person said no again. So you take that the next day, you take that same purse that you said you was gonna use yesterday, take that purse, wear it to school, come home, and then that nigga that said no says, no, that same day you say that person says, I want my shit back, and how long are you gonna use this shit? And you say, and then that person says 3 days, 3 days, and you say no. That person's like, okay, 4 days. And you say no again. And that nigga said, okay, three and a half. And you say no again. And so they ask you permanently, how long are you planning to use this shit? And then you say, don't even say she just. Nigga, like, if you don't see the problem with that, then clearly we don't have an understanding with this shit. Like, I pretty much am boiling right now. Like, anger is literally okay. Now we're moving on to the next day. No, 2 days later. 2 days. You see that? Two. And so you come home with that same part that you were using for 2 fucking days. 2 days. And then that person's like, I want my purse back. Period point. And then you, okay, that person loses a piece of paper that they have grabbed from school for a reason. And then you are like, oh, I threw some paper away earlier. And they're like, OMG, did you look first? And you're like, no. And then that person's like, what the fuck? And so this is where the problem comes in. The problem comes in here. You are like, taking, like, dumping the shit out just so you can see if the paper is in there. And so, nigga, you doing this shit from the person that said no. Like, that's where the part you got this whole bunch of nerve. Like, you just big tough and know that you gonna handle whatever consequences coming your fucking way. Nigga, you ain't built like that. So you ain't finna be sitting up here acting like you is. Walking around here, sitting up here doing this shit in front of that nigga face that when they said no. Like, at least have the most fucking sense. More than that, nigga. Cause clearly your ass wanna get caught up and your ass wanna get, you feel me? So this where she gets a whole fucking bunch of nerve. So you dump the shit out and you got all types of shit. And you only had this for 2 days. 2 days, remember, 2 days, which is 48 fucking hours. Tell me how in 48 fucking hours you have pads in there, pad paper, you got paper in general, just dirt, Benadryl packets for Hawaiian punching shit. Like, nigga, tell me how the fuck are you gonna sit up there and do that at 48 hours? How? Is that even fucking possible? And then not only that, but you doing this in front of this nigga's face. You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of fucking nerve. You just build. You build. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. This I know. I'm walking around here with this nigga's purse. After this nigga said no, and then this nigga, and then I walk up in the room, dump this shit out in front of the nigga, and got all types of junk in there, nigga. I couldn't do it. I ain't got balls like that. I'm a sucker when it comes to that type of shit, nigga. Like, what the hell, nigga? You don't do that shit. Especially for the nigga that said no in the first fucking place. And not only that, but this nigga said that no, because this is her purse, first of all. Not only that, but this nigga said she got that shit for her birthday. Birthday, motherfucker. Like, in general, it's some shit. That's not as bad as getting that shit for your fucking birthday. Nigga, what the hell are you doing? For your birthday, though? Like, come on now. You may be built, but you ain't built like that, motherfucker. You can't do that. And so that happens, and then this nigga that said no is finna confront your dumb ass about the shit. And then you like just walking off, nigga. Walking off. Do this shit in front of this nigga face. This nigga said no. You do this shit in front of her face. This nigga got this shit for her birthday. And then you walk off when this nigga's confronting you. Nigga, you got a lot of balls and a lot of nerve, nigga. You got particles that no other nigga got. Cause that shit right there is above my fucking pay grade. I couldn't do that shit if it depended on some shit. Nigga, I cannot do that shit. Like, come on, nigga, now. Like, come on now. Like, you know what? Teach me something. Teach me something. The fucks. Clearly, you know some of that shit that I don't fucking know. Because clearly, I would never in a million fucking years take this shit in front of a nigga face, dump this shit out, got a whole bunch of junk in that shit, and when this nigga confront me, sit up here and walk off, nigga, I could not do that shit. Nigga, come on, teach me. We gotta get a little meat together, cause nigga, I clearly don't know shit. Grow me some balls, motherfucker. Give me some balls. Give me some of them nuts that you got, motherfucker. Give me some nuts that you got, motherfucker. Cause clearly, I'm just a pussy over here. I'm out the game, nigga. Cause if I'm gonna sit up here and dump this shit out in your face and then walk up when you confront me, nigga, I'm clearly about 1,000 motherfucking pay grades. Cause nigga, that shit is above, nigga, above. You know what? You must sit up here and you got private security that nobody knows about but you and but them. Cause clearly, clearly something is wrong, motherfucker. If you got nerve to sit up there and do that shit, nigga, teach me motherfucking something. Teach me something, motherfucker. Teach a nigga over here, nigga. A nigga looking dry, motherfucker. Teach me something, motherfucker. Teach me how the hell to take this shit from this nigga's face. Take the shit. And then dump the shit out. Got a whole bunch of shit in there. And then walk off when the nigga talking to me about the shit. Teach me how to do that shit. Because clearly, I don't know. Either I don't know or just I won't do this shit. I won't use what I learned, motherfucker. Because that shit is not something that I would do. I just don't have the balls for that shit. And then not only that, the consequences after that, motherfucker. So she walks off. You walk off. The nigga that said no is walking after you, right? Talking to you. And then out of the blue, you just start dancing, motherfucker. Dancing. Not walk off again. Not cut her off while she's talking. You start dancing, motherfucker. Dancing. Dancing? Like, seriously, come on now. Dancing? Dancing? Come on, walk off. Talk her into fucking letting it go. Something, don't just dance, motherfucker. That ain't the shit. What the hell, nigga? That ain't fucking cool. That shit is dumb. Nigga, and then you clearly don't know the consequences that'll come after that shit. You clearly don't. I say that because, nigga, if you know the consequences, you wouldn't do that shit, motherfucker. Cause if you had that sense to know what the hell coming after that shit, if you knew about consequences, bad and the good and all that shit, if you knew about that, nigga, I can guarantee you that you would not sit up here and do that shit. Like, nigga, that don't even make sense. Nigga, you got balls, big balls, motherfucker. Them shits is like, nigga, meatballs, motherfucker. Shit, big motherfuckers. Cause clearly that you using them motherfuckers on stupid shit like a person that don't belong to you, motherfucker. You got big balls, motherfucker. Big, motherfucker. Bigger than motherfucking elephant. Cause clearly, if you had said you would know that shit. As you are not supposed to do that shit. Any nigga that commits crime know that. You would not do this shit in front of somebody's face. You wouldn't do that behind their back while she's still in the room. You would not do that shit, motherfucker. But clearly, it's possible. Just not for niggas like me. So, and then you sit up here and you just be like, who's you? And then that nigga is mad as fuck. Anger is boiling under their skin. And you sit up here being a dumbass. Whoa, drop the bomb. Drop the bomb. Nigga, that shit right there, that's when you had me at, you a dumbass. Period. Like, I don't think that anybody that has sense and wants to take someone's things would sit up here and let's just say take somebody's shit, whether it's a purse, a baseball cap, some shoes, some motherfucking socks, some bras, some panties, some shirts or whatever the fuck. You do not take somebody's shit in front of their face. Use that shit for 2 days, 48 hours to be exact, and sit up here and fucking dump that shit out in front of their face when they're already freaking out about finding some shit, and you still up here dump this shit out and got a whole bunch of junk in it. I just don't think that is possible from smart niggas like me. Okay, let's just say that. We're gonna leave it at that. And then, you know, then this nigga starts doing bullshit. I'm like, she said some shit about socks. You know, basically turning the situation around on me. And I'm like, nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with using something that somebody got for their birthday. Like, I don't even think that shit goes together. If you want to be honest, nigga. If you want to be completely honest, I don't think that shit goes together. Like, I don't think that shit goes together. So we gonna wrap this shit up. And basically, that nigga needs to realize who she's talking to. Don't walk over when I'm talking to her. And more of the fucking story, don't take shit without my approval and then do some dumbass shit like that. Period. But yeah, that was the problem of the motherfucking day.